Yeah. So, Hussein,
So
the guy,
as I told him, I said,
yeah. So what
go
exactly,
ahead.
he told me that, you're not exactly looking for something like this that we do, but you are open to exploring this to see if it's exactly the similar things that you have tried in the past. He said you tried something similar in the past as well. Can you tell me more about that?
I haven't really tried. To be honest with you, I haven't really tried anything in the past. I've got the hard stop came when the money came, so there's always a cost to do this. So there's no guarantee with any of these leads whether they're warm or whether they're scrubbed or what the story is. Right now the mortgage business for me is a tough business. I'm not making the money I made 3 years ago. So, for me to like I worked with Zillow for a while where I was putting up $500-600 a month to get Zillow leads working through their platform, working with a realtor. I didn't get shit. So, and it just cost me a lot of money. So I don't have time to, I don't have the money to figure out whether something's going to work or not
Hmm.
at this point. So I told him, he just said, listen to the presentation. Well, the presentation ends up with the punchline of, well, it costs this to get this, or we can give you a scaled fee structure.
Hmm.
Right now, I'm not in a financial position to do any of that matter. If they're, at the end of it, and I know there's a cost. I mean, you aren't sending me leads for nothing. You're not philanthropic. You're trying to make money too. So, um, and that's the main thing. I'm sure you've got a platform that you work off from that's strong. All these guys do. They all have a baseline
Hmm.
marketing to customers and marketing to realtors and trying to get warm leads. But it really all comes down to the financial commitment that I'm willing to make to see if that works. So, and I've usually just stopped at that point. So, I haven't really tried any. I get leads through the branch. We have marketing tools that we send to different customers.
Hmm.
I cover 4 branches, so a lot of my business comes from the branches. So, but I'm always looking at alternatives
Okay.
that work. So if you had a platform where you send me a lead and you get compensated if I close the loan, that's different. So
So that is something that you are possibly looking towards. So you don't want to experiment like into something uh that is promising you in terms of like numbers, but you only want to you're open for something that's like a partnership kind of thing where you get loans and then only you give out a certain percentage of it. Is that something that you are open towards at the moment?
yeah, where you back end get where, where you back end get compensated if the loan closes.
Hmm.
Um,
Hmm.
I don't know how that works. I don't know how that works
That's
within government guidelines. I'm mortgage loan officer, so there's certain things that I have to abide by, obviously.
hmm
There's no problem with me buying leads, um, but it's really just the outflow of money
outcome of it. Yes.
at this point. I don't have it to give.
Okay.
So,
I understand. I mean,
you know,
that's
I,
what. Yeah, I mean, like when I spoke with Hussein and he shared about your situation, whatever you said, had the conversation with him. Yeah. So
I
what we
mean,
do is like we operate using Facebook and Instagram ads, right? So that doesn't need us to be in the location that you are in. So we can work from anywhere and we can handle your
yeah,
account
well,
on your behalf. That's it.
that's the way of the world today. And
Yeah,
the reality of the world is everybody works remote from some
exactly.
place around the world. We're
Yeah.
a much smaller world than we used to be.
Yeah, that's for sure. That's for
So,
sure. I mean, so yeah, I mean, I would like to, first of all, since there's nothing exactly that you are looking forward to here, and we don't have a model where, it's a partnership model. So I will be showing you what we have. But before that, I can ask a few questions to understand your current situation. You said you're not doing as good as you used to do 2, 3 years back, but the market is also bad, right? So anyone I speak with, everyone says the same thing. So I would like to know more about your situation right now so that I can understand the gap there. And if possibly, we can come on and bridge that and I can direct the call accordingly. Is it okay if I do that?
yeah.
Cool. So, Reggie, like, first of all, like over to you. What exactly does it look like right now? I mean, number of loans, how many applications was the biggest source of the leads that's coming in?
Well, I mean, the biggest source of leads comes from the branches, and there's a lot of pre-approvals up there. I have probably 50 pre-approvals. People can't people can't find homes. Can you hold on a second?
Yeah, sure,
1 second.
sure.
Hey, sorry about that.
No problem. I understand.
My
So,
apologies. That was my significant other. So
of course, that's a priority, right? So I totally understand. So,
yes,
I mean, continue. Like you were saying, like most of it is from the branches that you work with, 4 branches you work with, right? What is the number are we looking at?
right.
Pre-approvals, 50 pre-approvals, you were saying something.
Yeah, I mean, it's tough to put a number on it. Like I can go to Goodyear, which was 3 years ago. I did about $30 million in total sales. $30 million in closed loans. Averaged about 6, 7 loans a month. So
Okay.
not all of them were. Most of them were refis. Purchase business, probably I'm averaging about one purchase loan, 1 or 2 purchase loans a month. And it's just people that a lot of people are out of the market right now. It's just right now is a tough time to be in the mortgage business because people are rate sensitive, they're payment sensitive, and there's not a lot of inventory in the area that I cover. The primary area is Massachusetts, so you know that's the biggest thing for me right now is just waiting out the market, waiting for the rates to drop, waiting for housing inventory to increase, and that's going to take some time. It's been a bad year and a half. Hopefully, with the knuckleheads in the White House get kicked out in November, things will change. But it's
So,
been all impacted by you know by. Go ahead.
yeah. So I
Go
mean,
ahead.
the inventory is like the challenge, and the rates not dropping. That's the challenge. So it's totally external, right? So how do you tackle it, right? Let's say you want to add more loans.
Yes.
Are you saying that there is no other way apart from waiting for your branches to provide you more to tackle and overcome that and hit the number of loans that you want to do?
Yeah, more or less. I mean, I don't self market, so more or less, yeah. I mean, but I've got pre-approvals. I have to. It's not even that. I've got 50 pre-approvals. It's staying in touch with my clients. They can't find homes. That doesn't convert into a loan. So, there's a base already established that I haven't even closed yet. So, until people find homes, it doesn't become a mortgage.
So
So,
that's a
when you
problem
send
of
me
the
leads, you're
inventory.
sending
It's
me.
totally inventory problem.
Yeah, it's totally inventory driven, no question. I mean, I've got people and same with you. If you send me a lead for pre-approval, unless they've got a purchase and sale ready to go, and most of the time they've already shopped it out and they're rate shopping at that point. But if somebody wants to do a pre-approval, then go look. That's a 6 to 8 month process in this area before they find a home that they can actually buy.
Hmm.
And a lot of people aren't even pushing it because the rates, the payment is so stupid at this point compared to what it was a few years ago when rates were in the twos. So a lot of people have sort of backed off the market. You call them up and say, "Where are you in your home search?" Well, they're not looking. You know, you got limited inventory, but you also got people that just can't find what they're looking for, and when they do, the payment's ridiculous. So
So I mean, like it seems like there is, from your point of view, that there is nothing that can be done. Like even if you add more pre-approvals or home buyers interested to move forward, they cannot find inventory. If they find inventory, the rates are not good. So what exactly, like, what exactly do you feel is the solution to this? Like, there must be something because isn't like the rates coming down right now? It started to come down, no?
no, they're not coming. They're coming down at a small pace. They're not coming down significantly. They're still in the upper fives, low sixes.
Mm-hmm.
So that people were used to 2.5, 2.75, 2.625. The payment on that is significantly different than 6%. So it's just not. I've had people, and most of my people buy it to 600,000, 700,000. We're talking about over $1,000 a month in principal and interest.
Mm-hmm.
when you go from 2.75% on a $500,000 loan to 6.125. And people aren't interested in paying that much more money. So, no, there's nothing I can do. I mean, I can go out and build a bunch of new homes and try to sell them, but I'm not a builder. So, it's just people aren't selling their homes. Inventory is tight, and I can do 100 pre-approvals, but if they don't have homes to buy or aren't willing to go out in this market, then there's not much I can do. It really has affected my income because I'm on commission only. So I do about one purchase loan a month. So, which just keeps my head above water. I don't, listen, I'm old enough to retire and, I've got other income, but I stay in the game. There's going to be a big refi market because a lot of people have the higher rates now.
So you
but the
see, like
purchase market is
refinance is something that we can target if we can get more refi.
Yeah, refinances probably in the next, 3 to 4 months. I think, I sign up for something called MBS Highway, which is a bunch of prognosticators who are looking at the potential down the road. And they feel that interest rates by the end of the year are going to drop significantly. The Fed in this country has said that they're going to stop raising interest rates, or they're going to stop the, inflation thing. So I don't see anything really happening until the end of this year, the beginning of next. Also, we've got an election, critical election. Got to get rid of the idiots in the White House. So they don't know what they're doing, and they're a big part of the problem here. So we've got a lot of moving parts here in this country that need to change before things are going to change overall. So I guess from your standpoint, what do you provide? I mean, do you provide me purchase leads, refinance leads? I mean, just to cut to the chase. I mean, maybe you can just tell me what you guys do.
See, what we can provide is absolutely. Can you hear me, by the way? I can hear like two voices, like, it's.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So what we provide is like, it's basically the reasons I'm asking these questions to you is what we use is Facebook and Meta ads on the top of the funnel, right? And there we can pretty much target like the type of home buyers that you're looking for or type of people that you want to deal with. We can target that. So basically, whatever your situation right now is, if you're looking for more refi, then we can target more refi and build a funnel according to that. And accordingly, we can get more applications for that specific type of loans that you are trying to get, right? So that is the reason I'm trying to understand, like if more home buyers of new purchases is not something that is going to help you, then absolutely, if refi is something that you want to move forward with, then I can show you the system that can get you that possibly. Would that be of any help?
Yeah, I think refinances are going to be, a bigger part of the process, even though the staple is purchases. It's always purchases. People are always buying homes.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
The refinance market is a rate based thing. So, and I think that's going to change. I can't project down the road. I really can't. Can you hold on 1 second? I just need to call this one bar. I'm just looking at the clock. Bear with me 1 second.
Sure.
Sorry about that. That's a loan that's supposed to close tomorrow, and I've got to get this thing done. So
that's important.
That's money to me. So, yes. So
okay.
I guess let's just cut to the chase in terms of the cost. How much? What do you charge for your services? Just
so I'll do this then.
I mean, I understand you got to pay.
Yeah. So I'll just structure it properly, right, for you. I will give you the structure about what the model looks like, and then you can see if this is something that you would even want to look into right now. Then I can share the screen, right, and show you. Make sense? Would that be good?
Yeah, go ahead.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
I'll try not to be distracted. Go ahead.
No worries. So what we do is like, there's two parts of the puzzle for this system. One is on Facebook ads. So you invest on your own business pipeline, right? So you invest on Facebook ads. That's one of the budget. And then there is what we use that Facebook ads budget to generate the leads and work with those leads until they get qualified enough to speak with you. So that is the service that we provide on backend. So that service fee and this investment on the Facebook ads, these are the two parallel investments that you have to put into to get started. Now, the service fee, we have a trial period of 30 days, 6 weeks, so to say, so that you can invest on the Facebook ad side, generate the leads. Give you like 5, 6 applications in the first 30 to 45 days. And based on the quality of that, then you can see that, okay, you know what, this makes sense for me. I think I would be open to having this type of people into my pipeline. Then it is going to be like a month or more, depending on how much you are investing on Facebook ads, how many people are we talking about. That's the model. So there's going to be a small setup fee to begin with. That's going to range from depending on what exactly are the metrics that we talk about in this call. And yeah, that's basically it. And the Facebook ads budget is going to be a daily budget that you have to take care of. It's going to start for refinances, it's going to be a bit higher. For purchase leads, it's going to be a bit lower. So it ranges from day. That's pretty much the model that we work with. So do you see yourself into this, like, in any way?
Not at the moment. No,
Not at all.
I'd be entirely candid with you.
Okay.
No, not at the moment. I'm not, like I said, times are tough right now, I'm just keep my head above water. I'm counting nickels right now. So that's discretionary money that you're talking about. And I agree. Every business needs a baseline to set up, but I don't have the money to set it up right now. So, and that's really where I've cut it off for the most part with everybody. The numbers you're talking about per month, that's a standard fee. That seems to be what everybody's targeting, about $1,000 a month between everything. That's, if you close a couple loans, that's good, but it's just laying out $1,000 a month. When you're not getting a ton of money coming in, $1,000 a month might as well be $1 million a month. So
No, I
it's
understand.
just not feasible for me. It's not feasible. It's not feasible for me right now. It's not something that I would not want to think about maybe in the future when I had a lot of money coming in. A few years ago, I was making 15 grand a month. So, that would be no big deal. But right now, it's just not working for me numbers wise. So,
I mean, that's
I'd have to
really a
just
fact.
forego that, but I don't want to waste your time.
Yeah, I mean, I understand. Like,
Yeah, it is.
always
It
a
is.
fact.
Yeah, yeah. Spending money is a fact. You got to live. When your only income comes in on commission, close loans, anything you outlay, it has an impact. So, like I'm scrambling because I got to have this loan closed this month, the one I just was on the phone about. So, that's just to keep my head above water. That's to pay that's basically to pay for my draw. So, I don't have any discretionary money right now. I did want your front end sales guy was well spoken. I wanted to really hear what you had to say out of respect for you guys. But at the moment, what'd you say? What was your first name? Sue.
Subra.
Pronounce it again.
Yeah.
Subram. That's
SUBHR.
what I
Yeah,
thought.
Subra.
So at the moment, Subram. At the moment, Subram, I need to hold off at the moment. So.
Yeah, I
And I
understand.
know I'm not going to waste your time
I
with more
really appreciate you
presentation.
being transparent with this. Can I ask a quick question? Like, let's put this aside. I really want to understand. The reason I was asking the questions is to understand, first of all, because when I got this information that we are going to have this call, I had this conversation with Hussein himself, like the one you spoke with, and he told me, like, you were not in the position that you said clearly that I'm not in a position. So I wanted to come into this call to understand the situation a bit more, to see if there is something just apart from this, if this doesn't make sense, that we can possibly help in the future as well. So can you tell me, how does the referral side looks like in the real estate, like realtor referrals and stuff like that? What does the partnerships look like for you, if you're open to sharing that?
I don't have a lot of partners, real estate partners. I don't get a lot of referrals from real estate agents. I think the real estate industry is going to be in a total state of flux. I'm not a big fan of realtors, so
Why so?
you need them, but I don't use them. Well, because you go into the buyer agency thing where the buyers now have to pay for working with the buyers, and then you get the sellers. I just don't think there's a lot of loyalty with real estate agents unless you have the exclusive rights to a big project, say a 100-house project where you're the only realtor on the project. The one-off realtor referrals rarely, if ever, come. They tell me I do a great job. I think that they really got, they're motivated by how they get paid. That's it.
I mean,
So,
everyone is
to find
motivated by
that
how they
loyalty,
get paid, right? In capitalism, that's how it works, no?
and that's all they care about. I mean,
Okay.
my loyalty is my clients, the ones that I pre-approve. They're the ones that come back to me with the business, not realtors.
Hmm.
So a lot of times realtors try to steal my business. So, I
That's the
have
first
more of a
time I heard
loyalty to
that.
my clients. Yeah, they do. I mean, I'm not a big fan of realtors. I mean, I understand they've got a job to do, but I'm not, personally, when I pre-approve somebody, they're the one I want to be
Mhm.
loyal to me
So don't you
because,
think, sorry to interrupt there, but don't you think like, it's the pre-approvals that you have on the back end stacked up, they need some, someone to sell them on the inventory that's already existing. So if you can give those people to realtors that you have partnerships with, they will be able to help you in the process and get more loans from there.
I think the information that's out there today, you don't even need a realtor. Unfortunately, FISBOs, for sale by owners, are going to be. I think they're going to be a bigger and larger percentage of the sales moving forward. The sellers don't need a realtor. The seller can sell the house with an attorney. You don't need a realtor. You can market it on Realtor.com. You can market it on Zillow. For $1,500, you can get an attorney to handle all the legal paperwork. You've got plenty of people motivated out there to come buy a home. They'll show up. They'll show up. My girlfriend sold her home without a realtor and saved $30,000 in commissions. So, I realtors allow you access to the multiple listing service. If that information is available on some other public forum, that's where people will go. And buyers don't want to have to sign a contract that they're going to be obligated to pay 1.5% commission fee to a buyer agent just to go see a property, but you have to have a relationship. Realtors
Mhm.
have a little bit of control over that. But if people shift more to for sale by owners, that's going to be gone. That whole thing will be gone. So, I think it's all the real estate industry has a spot within the industry to promote and market and sell somebody's property. But, as far as what's happening now, I think it's shifting. I think
Okay.
you're going to see more owners selling homes on their own.
Hmm. That's
Having
interesting.
open houses on there, not
That's
needing
interesting.
residents. So that's just my vision of the future. I work with realtors. I've got one realtor that I'm loyal to, and she's loyal to me. So I don't get any of her listings, but I send her my pre-approvals to her, and she finds home for people, and she gets it back to me. I've lost a lot of these realtors have these incented relationships with other financial institutions, which is completely illegal. But you're not supposed to be compensated by a banking institution. So, but a lot of times they try to refer you get a buyer, they try to send them over to that
Mhm.
guy, even though I've got the client. That's why I stay on top of my clients to make sure that they're speaking to me and not to a realtor. So,
That makes sense.
um,
It makes sense. I
that's a
really,
cynicism.
it seems like,
I'm an old gamer.
mhm. No, it totally makes sense. I mean,
I'm an old gamer.
is there like,
Go
I mean,
ahead.
there's nothing that from my side I can provide to you right now that is going to be of value, it seems like, as we have discussed already. So is there anything like that you can point out that I can even look at, maybe share some information if I come across something that will be of any help to you moving forward? Because I'm always looking to, build connections. So maybe we cannot do business right now. Doesn't mean that we cannot help you, right, in any way from our experience that we have gained. Is
Well,
there anything
the
that you
point
need?
point I was going to say is just
Yeah.
stay in touch. Just stay in touch. Just if you have a PowerPoint presentation, if you have something other than the verbal conversation we're having that give me a little better overview of what you guys do, what the name of your company is, um, you know, your marketing tools, that I can read it at my convenience. Um,
Okay.
to process what you're telling me. So just send me something or just email me something that I can mull over, and then we can stay in touch. So it could change in the future, hopefully the very near future. So,
I mean, right
and then
now, is there
we may
anything
be able to work
that can
together.
be of any help to you? Like, what is the biggest challenge that you feel like,
No,
nothing at the moment, right?
not at the moment. Not just because of the money, because you guys need to be compensated. You're not doing
No,
this for
it's not.
nothing.
No, no. I'm
So
saying like
not at the moment.
Reggie. Well, I'm sorry to interrupt there, but see, we are a new company, right? We are not a big company like hundreds of clients already. So we are into the growth phase as well, and we want to build connections into this industry. And if there is a problem that we have not solved yet, and you feel like this can be something that we can focus on, if we have some resources and time allocated to that, then we can absolutely look into that. Maybe provide some information that could be of
Well,
value. Then we
well,
can.
what you can do is if you have if you have warm leads, if you have somebody you want to get pre-approved, then send it to me, and I'll work with them. I don't know how to compensate you for if that loan closes, because there's nothing internally within Citizens Bank that would allow me to do that. But I would be glad to work with any clients that you have that come to you and say, I need to get pre-approved because I want to buy a home in Massachusetts, New Hampshire, or any place in the States. I can be a resource to you for. Um, in the long run, that's what you do. You try to present those leads for a fee. But I'm saying, if you want to send it without a fee, let me try one of these guys. I'm willing to do it. Just take a look at it and see what happens. And
Okay.
then I could talk internally about, hey, these guys are sending me leads. How do I compensate them, or can I compensate them legally within the framework of being a licensed mortgage loan officer? Can I compensate them for that lead? And maybe the relationship is on a reverse curve, rather than me paying you up front. I pay you after the fact. But there's a level of
Yeah,
trust.
I mean, anything can happen. Let's see. So, what I'll do is like, see, it doesn't make sense to show you a bunch of information which can anyways overwhelm you when it's
No,
not something that you are open to. So, what I'll do is like, I'll share a compressed version of what we do, just in case like you can have some time to look into that technical stuff, and then I will stay in touch, and maybe like a month or a couple months in, if the rates come down or stuff, I'll give you a call and we can see how to take it from there. Sounds good.
absolutely, Subram. Feel free to stay in touch. I have no problem
Perfect.
with that. So,
I appreciate your time, Reggie. Like, it was a really nice conversation.
and you,
I'm looking forward to your success.
no problem. I hate to sound so cynical, but I've been at this game a long time. So it's when it comes to realtors, but who knows? But stay in touch. You never know. Maybe we can help each other out in the future.
Absolutely.
So,
Have a good day. Yeah. Have a great day. Thanks for your time.
you too. Thank you. Appreciate it. Take
Bye
care.
bye. Bye bye.